Open, looking to win his 4th European Tour event of 2016. This is only the 5th one this year. Taking on Johnny Clayton, though, a very dangerous man from Ponteberem. Clayton looking to record the most significant Welsh sporting success this evening, today, possibly for quite a long time. He knocks out the world #1 and books his place in the last 16 to face the bronzed Adonis. Steve Beaton, Dan Dawson in the commentary box for this one, and Chris Murphy alongside me.
Yes, Michael van Gerwen is in the building. So is Phil the Power Taylor, who hasn't been on a European Tour stage for a couple of years. He'll be up next, but the world #1 up against the Ferret, looking to put the cherry on the Welsh cake this evening, as you mentioned, Dan.
Well, I think Clayton's got a chance. It's not a big chance, but it's a chance, because he is a very, very accomplished player, Johnny Clayton. And he...
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First leg is Johnny to throw first. Game on.
On the last European Tour event, Johnny Clayton really had James Wade on the rack for a while before Wade went on to claim the title.
Yeah, beat Devon Peterson before losing out to
62.
James Wade. But yeah, he was in front in that match.
He was averaging about 108 at the time, I think. That's not a bad start from the world #1, though.
$100.
Well, Michael van Gerwen is in the building, we said at the start of this match. He's announced himself to the crowd here, and is continuing to do so by filling up the treble again. What a start from Michael van Gerwen. And he's fired in 6 perfect missiles, 2/3 of the way to
140.
perfection.
It couldn't happen, couldn't it? In the very first leg? No, it couldn't. It'd be ridiculous.
105.
Why even entertain the idea? But it could be a 10-darter.
Yeah, he's on 36 after 9 darts.
43.
And that's the way to start a leg against the throat.
Game shot,
and
the
he
first
completes a
leg,
10-dart finish,
Van
Michael van Gerwen.
Second leg is Michael to throw first. Game on.
What a start from the Green Machine.
Yeah, so not bad.
60.
The old 10-darter. Steady.
Yeah, steady, I think, is how you can describe Johnny Clayton's progress. It's his 2nd year on the PDC Tour. He is making good, solid progress.
Yeah, and Van Gerwen's in there again.
133.
We were having a chat with Richard Ashdown, our spotter, here this weekend, and he was telling us about Johnny Clayton.
98.
That he played county darts down in Ponteberem, where he's from, and he always used to get in the Welsh World Cup team on the BDO side of things, but never actually played in the BDO ranking tournaments or anything. So, you know, didn't go to the prestigious or more prestigious BDO tournaments. So he still
88.
was of a sufficient calibre to be playing alongside the likes of Martin Phillips in the Welsh team. Good side. So people knew he was a good player.
134.
And he just rocked up at Q School, and now he's showing that he can mix it with the big boys of the PDC. Although the biggest boy in the PDC right now
135.
is absolutely tearing into him in the opening stages. Double top for 2-0.
Game shot on the second leg, Michael van Gerwen.
Hits double 10.
Third leg is Johnny to throw
asked
first.
a question
Game
of
on.
Michael van Gerwen with that setup there, but van Gerwen, as he often does, had the correct answer. And just about it's only 2 legs in, but look at that average from MVG, 125.25.
Just the 132 first 9 average. I know it's only 2 legs,
83.
but we like big numbers. Just enjoy it while it lasts, and don't think it couldn't carry on, because he has done that.
Yep.
60.
Hit the record average in the Premier League up in Aberdeen, 123.4.
And it was nearly 130 plus.
96.
Had he hit the double 18 he pinned first dart in the first leg of this one.
Yeah, there's not much he hasn't done on a dartboard, Michael van Gerwen.
36.
Well, with the way Michael van Gerwen is playing, I am going to reassess my initial assessment that Johnny Clayton has a chance. Because, quite frankly, I don't see how he does if Michael van Gerwen keeps this up.
60. Michael, you require 142.
with his 121.97 average.
Yeah, it is looking like Welsh Dreams will be dashed
102.
this evening. Van Gerwen leaves tops after 12.
100.
Clayton does leave the
Michael, you
finish,
require
but
40.
I wouldn't fancy him to get a shot at it.
Game shot on the third
You
leg.
would be right
Michael
not to
Van
fancy it, Chris.
Fourth leg is Michael to throw
Because
first.
Michael Van
Game on.
Gerwen is sweeping him aside in the early stages here. He has his
80.
head on.
He certainly does. Peter Wright wore the similar green shirt in the last game.
100.
Michael Van Gerwen has taken the performance of Wright up a notch. And he's putting in the performance of the tournament so far.
58.
So far in this match.
Yeah, he's not done much wrong, Michael Van Gerwen. Johnny Clayton's not done that much wrong, but he hasn't even
97.
had a darter to double as yet.
Yeah, just been bombarded by Michael Van Gerwen, as many a dart player have in recent
93.
years. 16 major titles he's now won. Not bad for a 27-year-old.
Yeah, just
108.
got to be made to think with that 180 from Johnny Clayton, though. That's his first maximum, gets him down to a finish. Van Gerwen wants to stay in the 20s because a ton would leave the 170.
100.
And that's what he
Johnny
has
require
left.
124.
But he may not get a go at it. He's made a habit of hitting 170 of late, Michael Van Gerwen. Treble 18. Oh, dear. Well, there's the 4.
25.
Oh, that's horrible.
Michael, you require 170.
Got 99 problems now, Johnny Clayton. And Michael Van Gerwen's definitely won.
I don't think it's there. No, it wasn't. It stayed up there to leave double
Johnny required
15. But when you're in this
99.
kind of mood, you feel you can hit anything, I would imagine, particularly when you're Michael Van Gerwen. Oh, well, 96, treble 20.
43.
When you're not getting
Michael, you
shots.
require 30.
It's almost more pressure on you when you finally do get anywhere near a finish, as Van Gerwen takes out the double
Game
15,
shot on the
and it's only a
fourth leg.
17
Michael Van
darter,
Gerwen.
which is
Fifth leg is Johnny to throw
relatively
first. Game on.
pedestrian for Michael Van Gerwen so far this evening, but it's a 4-0 lead, and already, having seen Peter Wright beat Jermaine Watermain 6-1, Chisnell beat
140.
Claven 6-2, and Jelle Klaassen do Zoran Lerkbacher 6-0, I'm already kind of thinking this might be something similar.
140.
Yeah, we are flying through the fixtures this evening. Been for early night, Dan.
This is the Euro
127.
Tour, so the party will go long into the night with Euro pop and power ballads. That's what happens here.
100.
As Van Gerwen, it's a 4, and the average is now at 116.
He's on it, isn't he?
100.
He's definitely on it tonight.
Oh, it just doesn't stop. He's hitting bullseyes, he's hitting
149.
everything. It could be another
Johnny
10
require
darter here.
134.
Unless Johnny Clayton, oh, he wanted the treble 14 and hit the treble 11 next door, so Van Gerwen does come
102.
back for another
Michael
10
require
darter.
32.
A second 10 darter in 5 legs, Michael Van Gerwen. Are you sure? Well, 11 will do.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
And 11 it
Michael
is,
Van Gerwen.
and it's 5-0.
Six legs,
And Johnny
Michael to throw
Clayton
first.
is just going to
Game
have
on.
to sit there and take his medicine, because Michael Van Gerwen is dishing it out in big, big spoonfuls here. The average
131.
is 118-ish. There we go, 116. There we go. The up-to-date average.
An absolute blitz from MVG. In fact, when he went to the
59.
board there, he threw the first dart, just missed the treble 20 and shook his head. He wasn't happy that he wasn't going to throw a 9-darter in the final leg of the match after one dart.
60.
That's kind of what he expects of himself, though, isn't it? He turns up to tournaments. He turns up to all the tournaments, pretty much, because he sees the prize money there and go, that's mine.
100.
Anybody else takes that money, that's mine by rights. I'm the best player in the world. And every time he steps up to the oche, he just expects he's going to produce something that the
94.
opponent cannot deal with.
Based on what he's been doing this year, this is just a slightly above average performance for MVG.
What was his Premier League average after the 16 weeks? It was about
100.
107, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
Incredible, really. And now he looks to leave double 18 with another maximum.
140.
This has been brutal from Michael van Gerwen. You sometimes wonder with the seeded players entering the tournament at this stage, maybe they can get caught cold by players who've already had a game up on stage. Nothing of the sort right here. Van Gerwen finally has a couple of slack darts, so he won't see off the 76 here. But he is going to set it up to a degree. He'll come back with 2 match darts at a double of his choice for a 6-0 whitewash of Johnny Clayton.
100.
And this
52.
is probably it.
Yep, here we go then. To complete the job, 12 for double top, his choice.
Game shot.
And does it with ease. Michael van Gerwen cruises through to the last 16 of the Austrian darts open with a fantastic display. 110 average from MVG. Just absolutely swept Johnny Clayton away in this match. MVG is through. Next up we'll see Phil the Power Taylor return to the European Tour stage. We'll hear from Michael van Gerwen first, but join us in a few moments' time for Phil Taylor.
Wir bedanken uns bei Johnny Clayton, auch wenn hier gerade einen Whitewash erleben musste. Beglückwünschen möchten wir natürlich Michael van Gerwen. Congrats, Michael. In interviews after your matches, you're not very often really satisfied with your performance. How about today?
Ich habe schön gespielt, hè?
Das kann man wohl sagen, ja.
Yeah, I played okay. I was a bit disappointed with a couple of legs, but overall I can be happy, and I think I did a good job today by performing well and did the right thing at the right moment, started off really well, couple of 180s. I think I did enough to win this game.
Also ich habe ihn gefragt, dass er oftmals nach so Matches nie wirklich zufrieden mit sich selbst ist und seiner eigenen Leistung, aber heute war er das doch ziemlich, also viele 180er geworfen und so kann es, denke ich, auch weitergehen. But very often you are running like a fast train over your opponents. Do you feel sorry for them sometimes?
I feel never sorry for anyone. If you do that, you're going to make mistakes, and you need to be ruthless if you want to win a tournament. And I'm here to play well for this crowd, but also to play for myself and to win this title.
Okay, thanks you. Good luck for tomorrow.